Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we bring you the hottest entertainment news every single week. Today, we are diving deep into a story that has taken over celebrity gossip feeds, morning show discussions, and social media timelines all at once. Ripa, the iconic co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark, and one of daytime television's most recognizable faces, has opened up about her marriage to actor Mark Consuelos in a way she never quite has before. And the timing, just weeks ahead of their monumental 30th wedding anniversary. This is not just celebrity fluff, people. This is a deeply human story about love, honesty, and what it really takes to make a marriage last 3 decades in one of the most unforgiving industries on the planet. To truly appreciate why this confession is making such massive waves, you have to understand who Ripa and Mark Consuelos are, not just as celebrities, but as a couple woven into the very fabric of American pop culture. Ripa first burst onto the national scene playing Haley Vaughn on the beloved soap opera All My Children back in 1990. She was instantly charming, naturally funny, and possessed that rare quality of being completely magnetic on screen without even trying. When she joined Regis Philbin as co-host of what was then called Live with Regis and Kelly in 2001, she became a permanent fixture in millions of American households every single morning. Now, Mark Consuelos, that is a name that carries its own weight. A classically handsome, undeniably charismatic actor, Mark is best known for his long-running role as Hiram Lodge on Riverdale, and of course, for now co-hosting Live alongside Kelly. But the story of how these two came together is one for the books. Kelly and Mark actually met on the set of All My Children in 1995. Mark had joined the cast, and the chemistry between them was reportedly immediate and impossible to ignore. They eloped in May of 1996. Yes, they eloped, flying to Las Vegas and getting married in a move that shocked their families, their friends, and frankly, the entire entertainment world. They were young, they were in love, and they were absolutely certain about each other. In the nearly 3 decades since that spontaneous Las Vegas wedding, Kelly and Mark have built a full and visible life together. They are parents to 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. They have navigated the very public nature of their careers, the scrutiny of tabloids, the pressure of Hollywood, and the general chaos of raising a family while maintaining 2 high-profile television careers. For most of that time, they have been held up as one of those rare couples who genuinely seem to like each other, who laugh together, tease each other, and still, after all this time, appear to be deeply in love. But now Kelly is saying it was not always that picture perfect. And people are listening very closely. So what exactly did Ripa confess? In a candid and remarkably open conversation that has been making the rounds across entertainment media, Kelly revealed that her marriage to Mark has gone through genuinely difficult periods, stretches of time where things between them were strained, complicated, and far from the glossy image the public often sees. She was refreshingly honest about the fact that 30 years of marriage is not a fairy tale, and that the couple has had to actively work through real challenges together. Kelly spoke about the emotional labor that goes into sustaining a long-term relationship, particularly when both partners are in the spotlight and both are managing demanding careers. She acknowledged that there were moments in their marriage where communication broke down, where they were more like co-managers of a household than romantic partners, and where the spark that had driven them to elope in Vegas felt distant. These are not the kinds of things celebrities typically admit publicly, especially not a woman who has built so much of her brand around warmth, humor, and positivity. But Kelly seemed genuinely unbothered by the vulnerability of it all. What makes this confession land so differently than typical celebrity oversharing is the context in which she delivered it. With her 30th anniversary approaching, Kelly was not telling the story as a warning or a wound. She was telling it as a testimony. She framed the hard times not as failures, but as the very things that ultimately deepened her relationship with Mark and made their bond more resilient. She talked about choosing each other, repeatedly, consciously, sometimes even stubbornly, even during the seasons when choosing each other was not the easy option. She also touched on something that resonates with a huge number of people watching for their own relationships: the idea that long marriages require constant reinvention. Kelly described how she and Mark have had to rediscover each other multiple times over the years as they changed as individuals, as parents, and as public figures. She did not pretend that love alone was enough. She was clear that intention, effort, and a willingness to be uncomfortable and honest are what have carried them through. Coming from someone with her platform, that level of authenticity felt genuinely striking. The response to Kelly's confession has been nothing short of overwhelming, and almost entirely positive. Across social media platforms, fans flooded comment sections with messages of appreciation for her honesty. Many viewers said they found her words deeply relatable, with countless people sharing their own stories of working through rough patches and long-term relationships. The phrase, "This is what real love looks like," appeared in thousands of comments, and her name trended across multiple platforms within hours of the story breaking. Entertainment media picked up the story quickly, with major outlets praising Kelly for breaking from the typical celebrity script of pretending everything has always been perfect. Daytime television commentators noted that her honesty actually reinforced why she connects so naturally with her audience. She speaks to people's real lives rather than performing an aspirational fantasy. Several relationship experts and therapists were quoted in follow-up coverage pointing to Kelly's comments as a healthy and accurate portrayal of what sustaining a marriage truly involves. Even celebrity gossip circles, which are not always known for nuanced takes, seemed genuinely moved by the story rather than looking for an angle to twist it. Mark Consuelos, for his part, has not shied away from the conversation either. Known for being equally candid when discussing his marriage on their show, Mark has consistently backed up Kelly's sentiments, reinforcing that their relationship is a partnership built on mutual respect and a shared commitment to being real with each other, even when that is hard. There is something culturally significant happening here that goes beyond celebrity gossip. We live in an era of highly curated relationship content, couples presenting their love stories as flawless highlight reels on social media, celebrities performing romance for public consumption. Against that backdrop, Kelly Ripa doing the opposite feels almost radical. She is using her platform to normalize the messiness of long-term love, and that matters. For Kelly personally, this kind of transparency deepens her connection with her audience in a way that polished perfection never could. It reminds people why they have trusted her in their living rooms every morning for over